Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I am Marissa Cruz, if you did not know that. I am from a wonderful, not so wonderful town called Fresno, California. It is literally smack down in the middle of the Bay Area and LA. Well, I have not been doing so well lately in multiple different aspects, and the beginning of 2021 still a little rough. But that does not mean it's going to stop me from being me as who I am. I'm going to non-stop, continuously try to inspire you all as much as I possibly can. So as always, God bless every single one of you, and I love you personally myself, only because love is a hard thing to find in any shape form that you could think of, whether it's a friendship from your mother, your father, from any family member, or just a relationship altogether. Now, if you guys are already going through a rough start, I apologize. That is not your fault, and that's nobody's fault, but nobody's actually. I believe God has a plan for you, every single one of you guys, including myself. I was told recently that, Marissa, you look perfectly fine. I don't know what's wrong with you. You look great. Just because a person looks fine on their outside does not mean on the inside they are crushing inside. Doesn't mean they're not sad, depression, or have very bad anxiety. And that could be from being around people publicly, and that could be just emotionally and mentally in any kind of way whatsoever. Now, I'm here, like I said, I suffer from very bad depression in my life, and I kind of always have. I would say I was diagnosed maybe about 3 years ago, and I did start taking medication for it, but I stopped. And not for because I didn't want to, because it was just, I can do it by myself without it, and there are days where I cannot. But since COVID, it's very hard to go and see a doctor lately. Now, in my family, the women go through a lot of health problems, and that's what I'm going to talk about right now. I've been going through ovarian cysts for about 6, 7 years now, and I've had them on and off throughout the time. I've taken everything I could think of. I even had a surgery in the beginning from when I first found out, but mine apparently just pop all the time. They hurt very, very badly, and it affects my life in multiple different ways. I get very tired. I bleed a lot. And no, I do not mind talking about my personal health issues whatsoever, because it's an awareness for myself, and I don't mind. I get people telling me things. You shouldn't put your personal life out in the world. Well, you know what? I don't mind, and I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people have to say about me. But you know what? If people don't know or acknowledge what's going on with me, then they won't understand. So I highly suggest, if you have a significant other or a person you care for and you're not understanding their pain very well, it could be from cancers, it could be from a sickness, it can be from illness, it could be from what I go through, which is ovarian cysts, and there are multiple different types of ovarian cysts. Okay, so men and maybe women, whoever else in the world, if you do not understand your person and the person around you's pain, you should try looking it up. Google some things, be there for the person, and try to figure out what you can do as a support system for that person. Like I said, it doesn't have to just be the cysts. WebMD is a real thing. It's a very, very helpful site, especially right now during COVID. Like I said, doctors are pretty much off limits unless you're basically bleeding to death. Which even then, out here in Fresno, it's not a big help. I've also been asked, why do you talk so downly about your city? I cannot say I talk so bad about it, but I do not talk the greatest about it. It's not the best nowadays. Maybe when I was younger, it was great. I was born here, lived here most of my life, and I have traveled many times from LA to here because I love it. But the help wise isn't so great. Doctors, it's iffy. It's a hit and miss depending on where you go, depending who you are as a person. It's not a race thing, it's not a woman thing. It's just depending on the people, period. Like I said, I've been going to them for about 6, 7 years, and I'm not highly recommended for myself to go to them, because I can truthfully say they have not really helped me too much. I've asked several times for different things, and I'm still going through this pain. Even till this day, today I'm swollen, I'm in pain, I'm hurting, but I'm doing what I can. I did get up and I did do my makeup and not so much my hair because my hair is usually really curly. But that's pretty much for myself. Like I said, I'm not down talking, but I'm not uplifting my town either. I believe in myself that we can do a lot better for this town. We can save ourselves from a lot more of trouble. Like I said, it's a hit and miss on how well people really care. We do have a severely high drug problem, drinking problem, a homeless problem, not jobs, EDD, everything that you can think of out here. We are in the top 10. My goal in life is to move to LA eventually in my lifetime. It's been a very long time since I've been saying that, and I'm planning to because I like it way much better. That's just my opinion. Other than that, all I'm trying to tell everybody is don't be so down about life. Like I said, on my outside, it may look like that. I do not feel well half the time. But at the same time, I do get up and I do my best to encourage and uplift everybody as much as I possibly can. God is a big thing in my life, and that's something and someone I will never, ever, ever forget, and I never have. God is number one in my life. If you don't have a religion, find one, don't. I don't know, that's up to you. But for me, myself as a person, and people who believe in God, God has blessed me in so many multiple different ways, whether it looks like it or not. I am blessed to be alive. I am blessed to be surviving life, period, in this crazy corrupted time of days that we're going through. I pray every single day that I could possibly think of, and if I forget, I pray the next day or every chance I get. But again, if you need someone to talk to, I am here. I will always be here. You can leave a comment in the bottom, or you can follow me on any of my social medias. My Instagram is Beautiful Marie. Actually, I don't know it right now, but I will do my best to put them all at the bottom in the links. My goal is to start a nonprofit organizations. We already do have one in my family. My little cousin, which if you go and find her, Reading Heart, best organization and nonprofit that you could think of. She's the best 13, 14-year-old I can think of in my life. And she's been doing this since she was 8 years old. And my goal this year is to start a new one. We are going to have awareness for so many different things, and I'm going to let you know and update you that really soon. Thank you for watching, and please do your best to spread the word and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am Marissa Cruz. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending where you are in the world. Love you all. God bless. Be safe.